You're listening to KOUG Radio. Listen live online at KOUGradio.org.
Hello and welcome back to Earworm episode 5.
Dinosaur train!
Okay, that
Dinosaur
was
train!
kind of mediocre.
What do you mean? You made me come up with it on the spot. You know that show. You watched it.
Yeah, I know of the show. I didn't watch it though.
You didn't watch Dinosaur Train?
No, I didn't.
Oh, buddy.
I'm trying to think of other like early 2000s.
I know what we're gonna watch
shows.
later.
I don't want to watch Dinosaur Train.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. Oh, I'd watch the movie Dinosaur with you.
That's a good. That's
We
a good
talked about
movie.
this literally last time.
He has the lemur family, and
Yeah.
he fights with the other ones. And my cousin watched that movie when we were very younger and cried
It's a cry-worthy
when
movie.
someone died.
It's probably the lemur.
No, somebody else died.
I saw a few clips of it, and there's definitely like a hierarchy of lemurs in that movie where there's like mama lemur,
all
baby
so
lemur.
ugly looking.
Yeah, they don't make the lemurs like
All the
nice.
characters are ugly.
Yeah,
All of them.
because they kind of make them dinosaur human-esque.
It's bad.
Yeah, they try to give them human face
Well,
proportions.
for the like quote unquote protagonists, the antagonists just look like dinosaurs.
Well, aren't they just like carnos?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean they're not trying to, make you relate to the
I relate to them.
carno.
Yeah, I do.
You know what I remember about that movie? It just came to mind. There's the scene where they're crossing the desert, It's I was trying to think of a funny relation to that.
Okay, well.
Anyway, they're crossing the desert and they are like, "We need to keep going." And it's like, "We're out of water." And everyone's like, "But we got to keep going." And they're like, "But we need water." And then eventually the big the dinosaur who's kind of like a dick to everyone.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, he's like, "No, keep moving." And so they move, and then like the main three protagonists just kind of like stop and just start digging, and then they find some water, and then everyone's like, "We can dig to find." I don't know why. As a kid, I was like, "You guys are dumb." Dumb dinosaurs. Didn't know how to dig for water. I think it's because there was a lake and it like dried up or something.
Oh.
But
I'm looking at the like.
you're looking at pictures of them.
Well, yeah, I'm also looking at like the cast and stuff. I don't recognize a single name on this list of like people who voiced characters in this movie.
No, I don't think it was a very
Popular film? I wonder why. Maybe because
Well.
it was but ugly.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I feel like when I was a kid, I was hyped to see it.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Anyway, we're here to talk about dinosaurs and everything dinosaur related. Honestly, I feel like lately I can't think of anything besides the movie Dinosaur and Ark
Oh.
that are dinosaur related.
I was like, what are you... Boy, you might be onto something with that.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, obviously there's, like dinosaurs are just kind of there. I did see a TikTok on this. It was that the first dinosaur fossil that was found.
It was Iguanodon.
No.
Yes. Why are you... It was Iguanodon.
Wasn't it an iguanodon?
Yeah.
I thought it was a triceratops.
No.
Oh. Well, anyway, the first one that was found was in like 18 something.
Yeah.
And so everyone was like, George Washington never knew that dinosaurs were a
Aw, that's true.
thing. Yeah. Did you ever think about stuff like that?
Well, I am now.
Yeah. How many people didn't know about dinosaurs? A lot.
A lot.
Like the majority of, well, I wouldn't say the
Whoa,
majority.
no,
of people.
yeah, the majority of humanity.
Mm,
Counting everyone who has died before the discovery of dinosaurs.
I don't know. I think that, because how many people do we have?
Hold on.
What's the population of the Earth right
Hold
now?
on.
It's like
8 billion? I don't know.
It's probably gone. It's probably like 8.5 or something. But anyway, I wonder if the amount of people that are on Earth today is more than the amount that have ever existed.
I'm Googling it.
Because
I'm Googling
I
it.
mean, ever existed, before this modern time. Because I feel like 8 billion is a lot. And
Okay, so about 117 billion members of our species have been born on Earth. So there are more people who do not know about dinosaurs who are now dead than now
There's
that
my-
are living on Earth that know about dinosaurs.
My thought process. That's so weird.
Isn't that awful to think about?
Yeah. God, I bet you know what would also fall into that statistic? There's also that many people who haven't like had a pizza.
Stop. Oh no. That's so weird that like with the stretch of like social media and stuff and like media in general, the world experiences are like not isolated anymore.
No,
you can go
it's
have
so
Chinese
weird.
food anywhere in like not China. Not saying it's authentic, but
Whoa. What constitutes like authentic?
well, not Panda Express, first of all.
No, I honestly don't like Panda Express. I think it's kind of dog
It's
shit.
fine.
I think all their stuff is like way too it's like syrupy.
Yeah, that's
And it just
yeah.
I have this I think a lot of people share it. I could be totally wrong though, but I cannot eat one thing. I mean, I can eat the same thing a lot, but if it's like a big helping of the same thing, I will be like I could still eat, but I don't want to eat this anymore because I've just been eating the same thing.
Meanwhile, I would eat literally an entire whole chicken pot pie by myself.
No, that's different. I'm talking about stuff that like
Like single note,
yeah, like single note.
single note foods.
Yeah.
Like a whole serving of, I don't know, does pizza count?
Oh,
I would eat
could
so
fuck up a
much
whole
pizza.
I have eaten a whole pizza by myself.
We have to pizza in Pullman. And
Yeah.
I'm not a big guy,
I'm not a big guy.
I'm not.
the biggest man.
but I ate a lot of that pizza.
That pizza was so good.
It was really good.
It was delicious. I'm still surprised that they delivered to
To the
us.
hotel.
It was like, what was it? It was like, it was really early in the morning.
No, it wasn't yet. When we ordered the pizza, it was like midnight-ish or something.
I thought it was like 1 a.m.
No, girl, it was not.
It was an odd time to be ordering pizza, that's for sure. But it
Well,
was
it's
so
a college
good.
campus. Everyone's ordering pizza like way late.
God, it must fucking suck to work at that pizza place. Do you think that guy who delivered it, he was definitely a college student?
He was so mad, I'm sure.
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I don't know. We
remember.
kind of just like
we
opened
kind of just
the door.
threw
We were
the
like,
money at him. Got
"Ah!"
the pizza.
We were like, look at the pizza. And he was like, can I fucking leave?
Can you pay me, please?
These guys don't pay me enough.
Back to dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs never had pizza.
No, I hate that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Do you remember in geology how he was talking about how they literally found like where the meteor impacted the Earth
Oh, yeah.
about the dinosaurs, and people are still like, they're not a meteor.
Well, I mean, you could probably find a lot of places that have meteor sites, and people would just be like, it's just
Just a
another
hole in the
meteor site.
ground.
I always thought it was kind of well.
It's
I feel like
big.
even as a kid,
It's huge.
people would talk about like, oh, how did the dinosaurs go extinct? And
Big ol' explosion.
well, yeah, but it's you have Pangea, you put all the current
Yeah.
continents together, and you can make up a super
Yeah.
competent.
Super incompetent.
But no, even as a kid, you see that, and you're like, something's not right. What about the Gulf of Mexico? And it's like maybe that was just blown up. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I doubt.
That's where the thing is.
Yeah, but I don't think it's in the center. It's
No.
not like
It's not perfect, but
It's
it's
not
also been
perfect.
a couple billion years since that's happened.
give or take. It's so weird to think about how fast the Earth can change too. Because if you go,
Awful. Hate that. Hate thinking about. As soon as I start thinking about that, this was me at the beginning of marine biology and the beginning of geology. Both of those. I would just look over to you during class and be like, I'm freaking out.
well, yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't like thinking about it.
Well, because if you think back to when was, God, I hope
4.6 billion years
I'm
ago.
not thinking about that. I'm thinking about like Rome, like
Oh,
because there was a I think it was Roman, or was it Greek? I don't
the
know.
Roman Empire was 31 BC to 476 AD.
Damn, that's pretty old. But no, there was a.
Are we currently in AD?
Yeah,
That's where we're counting from?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, anyway, there was just a time. Maybe it was BC, but there was definitely like a Greek or Roman philosopher who was like the last recorded person who have gone to Atlantis.
Whoa,
And
that's
this,
cool.
you got to think about this was like, if
I'm
we're,
sure
if we're
it's
giving
out
it
there.
liberty, it's like 2,000 to 3,000 years ago, and he described it as like circles with water in it, and then they found where they think it is, and it's like in the middle of the desert, and it's all
Makes
dried up,
sense.
and it's spooky to think about like there was an ocean there not too long ago. What happened to it?
Well, there's probably so many artifacts that were so important to ancient peoples that just like don't exist anymore.
Oh my God, yeah.
Just like
What's our ancient? What have we made that is like?
nothing. The cross. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'm gonna take that one back.
I mean, because all their stuff was.
Oh, you mean like in current times?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you meant like white European folk.
No.
Oh.
I meant
the 16th chapel.
I guess because you have like the Great Wall of China,
Okay, yeah.
and stuff like that. Like,
well, isn't that ancient?
Yeah. Well, I'm just talking about like these massive structures that are going to stand for a long period. I guess it's going to be like
the Great Pyramid of Giza.
Yeah, there's going to be like an extinction-wide event that like humans have to like rebuild for them, and they're going to be like, look at these big dams. Those are the last remaining things of previous civilization. Like, it's going to be a stone structure.
Do you think they're going to know like that's what it was for? They're going to be like, this is where they had parties. They jumped off this and did backflips, and it was so cool.
This is actually something that I've thought a little bit about. Because you always think there's been like major catastrophes that have wiped out like a large population,
right?
A large percentage of the human population on Earth, and we've had to rebuild from it. Yeah. And that's like one of the theories about like ancient humans is that we were like super advanced, but then something knocked us back down to the Stone
believe
Age.
it.
And I've always wondered. Because it's a good place to like reflect.
They weren't smart enough to make a MacBook. I'll tell you that much.
No, what I'm saying is, if there was an extinction event, and say it's like a few thousand humans left, and you're one of them, what information would you tell to like your kids and grandkids?
I'm just killing myself.
Well, I mean, like, what would you tell them to like? Because you have to pass along like skills that they're actually going to use.
Right.
But are you going to reminisce with them and be like, we used to have this little handheld device that we could look up anything. And
do you think the internet's just gonna go away during the apocalypse?
I don't know. I think if it's long enough.
Yeah. Who's gonna be running the cell towers and fixing them up and stuff? That'd be such a bummer. I wouldn't be able to talk to my Isaac.
You have to find him.
I know where he.
I've talked to my friends before, and I have like contingencies.
Would a map still work, like my phone map? Probably not.
I think it might not be able to give your location, but it could probably pull up like.
Okay, I could probably get there with like a map.
This goes back to something we've talked about a while ago. I'm like wholly confident in anything.
I know you are.
I'm like if that happened, I'm like I could probably get to like China or something if I wanted to.
Here's a question. Let's rolling back on topic a little bit.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah. If you were like a caveman, you had a spear, ooga booga powers, and like a torch. What's the biggest, meanest dinosaur you think you could take out?
I have a spear and a torch.
Yeah.
I guess I don't really have a good grasp of how big dinosaurs are.
No.
I don't know. How much prep time do I have? Am I gonna set up traps? Because I think if I could set up a trap, I could kill any dinosaur.
You're not really?
Yeah.
You're not ambushed. I'm not talking. Well, actually, I am. I was like, I'm talking about if you were a caveman and dumb, but the answer to that would just be like everything would kill me. But like current knowledge, all you have is caveman weapons.
Oh, I could definitely. I think I could. I think if I know that something's coming and I have like an hour, I'd be kind of fucked.
Yeah.
But I think if I had like a decent amount of like if I'm preparing, like if I'm trying to hunt something, I think I could kill almost anything. As long as I know where it is and where it's gonna be, I think I could kill it.
You think you could kill a Giganotosaurus?
Dig a big enough hole.
Okay, what about like one-on-one?
Find a large enough cliff.
Arc logic.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you knew that there was a cliff and you made a rope and you tied it to like the edge of the cliff and then you tied it to yourself and you got him chasing you.
It would stop before the cliff. It wouldn't chase you off of it.
Not if you like juked him out.
It would literally chase you off the cliff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I mean like it would chase you. Yeah. And then it would stop.
I think he would fall. I think so. I think I could get him to fall.
I think you're okay.
What is it? The buffalo charge?
What?
The buffalo run?
Oh, the running of the bulls?
No, the buffaloes. Do you remember?
What are you talking about?
And I know it's an actual thing, but they talked about it in Zombieland too as well.
I didn't watch Zombieland.
It's like all the buffaloes that run off the edge of the cliff.
Oh, maybe.
But no, I think that if you give me enough prep time, I could kill any dinosaur. I think like with confidence, I could kill oh God, what is it? It's like parasaur, like something of that size.
Oh, okay.
I think I could confidently kill one of
Let
those.
me Google how tall a parasaur is. 15 feet tall.
Man, maybe if it's just a spear, I don't know.
So that's like,
because I'd have to get it good, or else I'm like,
that's like 3 of me tall.
how many
is how tall a
spears do I
parasaur is.
have?
1.
Just one. Oh man, maybe
Oh,
not.
no.
I'd have to do a lot of chasing.
15 feet.
I think I could still kill something like that if I ambush it.
Yeah, if you get like the jugular,
I get the drop on it. Yeah, if I'm on like a treetop and he's underneath me and I drop on him,
Spear right through the brain.
yeah.
Their
Or,
brains
like,
are small though.
Or if I get a big enough rock
Oh.
and I just push it on him,
Bonk.
I'd have to move the rock
You'd
myself.
have to get the rock up the tree.
I'd
That's
have to-
problem number 1.
I think I could. I think I could set up a trap where I would be able to corner him. Do I have any caveman friends?
Sure.
I think I could get me and my caveman friends could definitely corner this guy, and then we could get someone else to like drop rocks on him.
Probably.
I think I'd be a great caveman.
First of all,
First
let
of
me
all.
just say
I think, yeah, that's actually something I want to learn. I want to learn.
how to be a caveman.
No, I want to learn. I'd call them caveman-like skills.
Oh, like how to build a fire, how to make a trap.
I know I could build a fire, but I know it would take me hours.
Oh yeah.
To make one. I know how to though, and I just know it
From
would take me a
sticks and
while.
rocks, or like
Yeah.
from a flint and steel? Cause
Well, both.
oh, I know how
Um,
to do it from like a flint and steel.
No, I know how to do it from.
I don't-
That's why I'm saying it'd take me a long time.
I've seen Bear Grylls do it 100 times from sticks and rocks, but I couldn't do it myself. There's no way.
But I think that I would really want to learn how to make and make my own rope.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think that'd be really
Because
handy.
you can do anything with rope.
Yeah.
You can make snare traps.
You
You
make
can
sure
make
that's like a ton of dinosaurs that you can already catch off
Oh,
snare
true.
traps. And if you make a thick enough rope, you could you know what I mean? You get any dinosaur.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like you get on them and ride them. Do you think that ever happened?
Dinosaurs and cavemen were not
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You think that ever happened? I
Do you
always
think they were
forget.
friends?
I always forget.
Do you think that if dinosaurs and cavemen existed during the same time, cavemen would have tried to ride
Oh
dinosaurs?
yeah. Immediately, as soon as like tameable animals were a thing, we were domesticating wolves and horses and stuff from like the beginning of time.
That's true.
Horses are like the oldest domesticated animal or something.
I thought yeah, that's true.
Google.
I thought it was dogs. Because they did use a lot of wool.
It is dogs.
Yeah, I knew
15,000 years ago.
it. How old is humanity? Like how
Not
long
that
have
old.
modern humans been around? I know that there's a lot of speculation because some people say that it's
300,000 years ago
like, okay,
for
that's
primitive Homo sapiens.
that's what I've heard too. Is
the
it
brain
goes back a
shape
lot
became
further.
essentially modern by at least 100,000 years ago.
Yeah.
That's awful.
God,
We haven't
can you-
changed much since then.
Can you? What are you talking about?
Brain size or like physical evolution, not
Yeah.
like mental. Our brains keep
What are
getting
you
bigger.
They do. That's a mental evolution, I think.
What?
I had a brain blast.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Sure.
saying. I did have. Let's go back onto the topic. I had a question for you.
Yeah.
So, first off, God, I wrote these questions really poorly.
And your notebook is also like the size of like a biscuit. It's so small.
That's such an odd way to compare it.
But it's true.
Okay, so we have things like, raptors, T-Rex,
Yeah.
Brontosaurus.
Your classics.
Your classics. And then you have stuff like mammoths,
Okay,
like
your mammals.
big sloth.
Yeah.
At what point do you think is something considered a dinosaur?
It has to be like genetically taxonomically related to birds from that time period.
So you don't think that the mammals
No.
are dinosaurs?
Those are ancient mammals, my guy.
Really?
Those are called. Why do you think they call they make such an important distinction between like pterosaurs and like mosasaurs, like the sea ones and the air ones? They make such an
Well, that's just-
prehistoric flying reptile,
Well,
not a dinosaur.
Yeah.
There's a reason those distinctions exist.
But I mean, people use the term dinosaur pretty broadly.
Yeah, because those people are stupid. Let me set the record straight. Dinosaurs are in the taxonomic family Dinosauria. I don't know if that's true.
You're
But
just making that
yeah,
up.
I am. They have to be related to birds.
Okay. Not all dinosaurs are related to birds, though.
Yes, they are.
I don't know about that.
They literally are.
Anyway, next question. If you could have...
It is the clade Dinosauria. I was right.
No way. Really?
I was 100% right. Dinosauria.
Oh my god. Good job. You're doing well. Is there any
Extinct
classes?
Okay, hold on. Dinosaurs can be divided into avian dinosaurs, birds, and extinct non-avian dinosaurs, which are all the other ones besides the birds. So like you got your Archaeopteryx, which is a prehistoric bird, your Titanus, prehistoric bird, but then you got like your T-Rex and your Triceratops.
Okay. Crazy.
And then separately from that, you've got your marine reptiles, your Mosasaurus, your Leopleurodon. Then you got your flyers, your Tropognathus, your Quetzalcoatlus, your Pteranodon.
You know the names better than I do.
I know so many dinosaur names. It is disgusting.
Okay, my next question. If you could have a dinosaur as a pet, which one would you choose and why?
Oh, this is a good question. I want one that's big enough to ride on.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of them.
Because that's the coolest thing you can do, period.
Yeah, let's say that he's loyal to you like a dog. Like he's not going to bite you or anything.
I don't know
it's totally open.
I don't know if a Utah Raptor could hold my weight. They were big, but I don't know if they were that big.
I thought they were pretty large. I don't even remember.
They were like
what they
660 to 2,200 pounds. That is a very large range.
It's like in Pokemon, you have the Pokedex, and it's like the smallest one is itty bitty, and the largest one is like the size of the
sun.
The size of the sun or something.
Okay, so horses typically are like 1,000-ish pounds. So if we're saying the Utah Raptors could get up to 2,000 pounds, I'm picking a Utah Raptor.
Which one are they again?
They're the ones that the Velociraptors in Jurassic Park were made off of.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because Velociraptor was actually like chicken-sized, covered in feathers, a little doinky doink.
The little small guy.
He sucked, actually.
Jeez, you don't gotta be so mean.
I'm just saying.
Jurassic
I'm picking
Park
Utah Raptor because
like...
it can hold my weight. I can ride it. It's cool as freak. It probably makes cool noises. You know those TikToks that are like what dinosaurs really sounded like, and it's the most like bone chilling, like genuinely disturbing noises on the planet.
I heard one. We were using one for a D&D campaign the other day.
I remember.
No, it was a different one, and they brought it up, and it was the one where it's just like oh. I was like crying, laughing over it because it was supposed to be like we were fighting some like sand lizard or something, and so the DM kept playing that, which was like it was a cool idea, and a lot of the sounds that came from this video that they chose worked really well, but then it was like the cool rumble noise, and then all of a sudden it was just like it was like someone was
I know
choking.
exactly which noise you're talking about too, which is the funny thing.
It's so funny, but anyway, that's a good one. I feel like if I were to choose one, I would also want to choose one that you can ride, because what's the point in choosing one if you can't ride
right
it? Which in that case, I don't know if I would go for utility or speed.
Utah Raptors both.
Yeah?
Yep.
Well, okay.
This one says they're comparable in weight to a polar bear.
We could definitely ride that.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah. Maybe
18 feet long, tail included. That is a big guy.
Maybe, because what's the point in riding it if you're not going somewhere like far? You know, like if you're getting on a dinosaur.
Pick a Quetzalcoatlus then. You can fly anywhere.
Because then how am I gonna feed him?
I'm not thinking about that. How am I gonna feed this giant, like, essentially this giant eagle or hawk or whatever creature that's like eats as much as a horse because that's how big it is, but it's strictly a carnivore.
I think that I might choose that. I think it'd be cool to have a T-Rex.
How much do you think they feed polar bears at a zoo?
But then again, I don't know. Maybe what's the scale? What's the reference that I'm going for? Like 4 pigs?
No, like pounds.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe 15 pounds.
Okay, it's 4 pounds.
Oh, I'm describing a very big polar bear.
But that's just like bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Like 4.5 pounds per day.
Which is hard to imagine them getting in the wild.
Well, if you catch a seal, that's like 100 pounds.
I guess that's true.
You just eat on that for days.
Yeah, they're kind of living it up when they do that.
How much is a kilo?
I think it's like 3.
Okay, well now this one says 80 pounds a day. So which one is true?
Wait,
Google.
what am I thinking of? I don't know. Anyway, I think that
A polar bear can eat 100 pounds of seal blubber in a single sitting. So now we've gone up from 4 pounds to 100 pounds.
dude, that guy munches and crunches on that seal blubber.
Dude.
You gotta think, if you're a polar bear and you catch a seal, you're like, you're top dog around your area, you know? You meet up with the other polar bears and they're like, hey, I caught a penguin. And you're like, guess what I caught? They're like, what?
Dude.
I got a seal. And they're like, this guy.
100 pounds is like your average pig. Like your average domestic pig is 100 pounds, roughly.
I wasn't very far off in my earlier question.
Yeah, you did. So I would be feeding this thing a pig or more a day. Where? From where? From whence?
Your pig farm, obviously.
Of course. He definitely wouldn't be eating them faster than I could breed them.
I feel like an iguanodon would be cool to have.
A lot of grass for that man.
A lot of grass for that man. God, I feel like there's just so many, because you could do, I mean, they're kind of lame. Parasaur would be cool just because they look kind of funky, you know?
Yeah, they do. They don't know what the horn is for. They think it's for like calling and like, it's like a
sensor
noise
item?
thing.
Oh.
Like they blow air through it and it go, you know.
God, I would love to have the one that you really like with the big claws.
Oh, Therizinosaurus? That's my favorite dinosaur.
I think that guy would be really cool to have. Or Gallimimus. That would also be fun.
Iguanodon weighed 4.5 metric tons?
That's a big boy.
That guy needs a lot of grass.
Yeah, he does.
Wow.
That's like an elephant.
5 tons is 10,000 pounds.
Mm-hmm. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, 1 ton is 2,000 pounds.
Why did they not just make it 1,000?
Because it's not fun.
Yeah, your big African bush elephants, your like normal gray elephants are like 13K. So roughly elephant sized.
Yeah.
So you'd be feeding this man
Hay.
a lot of hay.
A lot of hay. I would. Oh, that would be even cooler then, because then I can have friends up there with me. We could just hang out on my iguanodon as we stroll around the park. And then
okay, elephants eat between 150 and 170 pounds of vegetation.
That's so much.
That's a lot.
How do zoos keep up with that?
That's what I'm thinking now. Looking at all this, I'm like, we're talking about dinosaurs, but like,
they must get them by like the truckloads every.
I want to work at a zoo so bad.
Like the trucks that you see with all the hay on them, that's going to a single elephant.
Probably.
I know you've talked about this.
I want to work at a zoo so bad because I'm so curious about how all that, like all those moving pieces work. If there was
like a dinosaur zoo, like a Jurassic Park.
Oh, I go 100%.
I was gonna say, would you work at it?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with its reputation.
Oh yeah. I'm reading the book series right now, and it's a lot more like brutal and like, oh, someone died.
Oh, really?
It also plays into like the capitalistic tendencies of it a little bit more, which is kind of interesting. Like they use
what, like them trying to profit from it?
No, they use like migrant labor to build a lot of it, so they're like underpaying migrants and like illegal immigrants.
Oh yeah.
To build a lot of it, and it's
that was
they die, but they're undocumented, so it doesn't matter, you know. That sort of thing. It's like really an interesting commentary that's not touched on in the movie a ton.
I see. That's because they have it in the mines. They show it a little bit.
Yeah.
That's like the only time you see workers at the park.
I should rewatch the original Jurassic Park. It's so good.
We should have a movie night when Isaac comes back into town.
That's such a good idea.
And Hillary and I have seen Jurassic Park so many times. Because there's a point in time where every time she would come over after school in like high school and middle school, I would just put on Jurassic Park.
Hey baby, let me set the mood.
Yeah, I would well, I got like the trilogy in a DVD box set.
Oh, the trilogy, not the original?
No, it was the original 3.
Okay. No, but like,
what?
Did you only play the first one or did you play 2 and 3?
I played all of them.
Oh.
Like
2 and 3 are not that good.
Over and over again. You know, when I
do think people crap on them a little bit too much.
I think so too. I think they're both really good still.
Like, they're not bad movies. There are so many movies that's come out in modern day that are like so much worse than the sequels of Jurassic
Park. You're like,
Park.
this is actually trash. This is garbage. What was it? I was watching. I don't mean to.
Please don't say a movie that I like.
No, it's not a movie. It's a TV show.
Please don't say a TV show that I like.
It's not going to be one that you like. It's the Halo TV show.
No, that's my favorite one. I'm just kidding. My dad's watching that right now. He loves it.
Really?
Yeah.
Has your dad played the Halo games?
No.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
I thought the acting in it. I mean, the actors are all like, some of them are, big name actors, but some of them are smaller. I think it's just like kind of okay. Like
it's giving like Disney Marvel.
I mean, they might be fantastic actors, but like the writing in it is
bad.
Awful.
It's giving like Ant-Man 3. The writing in that film is one of the worst major budget films I've ever seen. Like with that the writing in that movie was
I don't even
so
I
bad.
remember watching it and not thinking anything of it.
I
Like
remember saying
finished
that
it and
I
I
would-
was like, that was
a movie.
a movie.
That was the movie of all time. I remember saying that I would so get down with the head guy.
Kane?
No. The floating head. MODOK.
Really?
Yeah, dude. They showed his butt in that movie.
MODOK.
Yeah, dude.
Was it because of the guy who played him?
No, I just think it's funny to say. I wouldn't really. Half the things I say is just because I think it's really silly.
Oh man. I would. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't put it past you.
Depends on how nice and wonderful
I was
he
a little
is.
worried you were gonna say like one of the bugs,
No.
one of the big ants. Yeah, God, that movie was kind of trash, wasn't it?
It was really bad. It
Where-
was really bad.
I'm thinking back to it now. Where did all the ants in the end even come from? Because they were in like the quantum realm.
Beats me.
Did they just like crawl into the portal or something?
I guess so. Ant-Man's in trouble. He needs our help.
God, I can
The movie was so bad. Oh, I heard the Adam Driver movie where the dinosaurs was bad.
I actually watched
65
that.
million? Was it good?
It wasn't awful. I mean, it wasn't like
What was it called?
it was 65 million years ago. I think it was just 65 million or 160 million or something. But no, I watched it. I didn't think it wasn't
Oh,
like,
it's just called 65.
oh, it wasn't great, but it wasn't awful. I thought it was a cool concept because people always when they do anything dinosaur related, it's like, oh, we've brought dinosaurs into the modern time, or it's like, oh, this is a movie set in like ancient times and there just happens to be dinosaurs too.
Do they show the dinosaurs in it?
They do.
I'm not seeing any pictures of dinosaurs.
I mean, it's kind of like they tried to make it horror, but like the whole premise of the movie is
like
that
a Quiet Place situation.
yeah, it was
Wait, it looks cool.
no, I thought it wasn't that bad because what it was is there was like this huge spacefaring race that was similar to humans, and this guy was like transporting. It's like long-term trips for delivery stuff, and so he was transporting, and he puts everyone else into cryosleep while they transport, so they don't age because it's like a rich family, and then they crash on what happened to be ancient prehistoric Earth.
Oh, that's cool.
And I thought it was really cool because a lot of times when you have movies with dinosaurs and then guns, it's like, oh, the guns don't do anything against the dinosaurs.
Right.
But this one, it's like the
No,
gun.
you can blow the head off.
No, like there's a pretty intense part where it's in a forest and there's like a lot of one type of dinosaur, and God, I'm trying to remember what it was. This is because a lot of the times when there is a movie and there's a person and he's being attacked by something and the gun is just like barely out of range, but then there's someone who could give him the gun. He's like, give me the gun.
Yeah.
And they're not giving him the gun. You're
so frustrating.
You're like, I hate this person so much right now. But in this one, there's a scene like that, and it's actually like
really tense.
it's like actually pretty intense. But I watched it because I was just bored one day, and I didn't think it was that bad. I enjoyed it.
I'm looking at pictures now. I found dinosaur pictures. The dinosaurs look good.
They look cool.
They look really cool. I don't really care about accuracy anymore.
This is actually something else that just it reminded me about the movie. A lot of the times in movies like that, they did it a little bit in Jurassic Park, not a whole lot.
Okay, never mind. This Deinonychus looks freaking awful. I take it all back.
I think they look cool. Anyway, there's parts in a lot of horror movies where it's like, they try to build up the suspense a lot, so they don't show anything until like it's ta-da, like the big reveal.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a part in the movie where he's taking shelter and he's kind of just exploring, and he's on top of this cliff, this little area, and he's looking out towards the rest of the world, essentially just trying to get a good perspective on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And he sees a little herd of dinosaurs. I don't remember what they were, but he sees a little herd of dinosaurs run by, and then he sees a T-Rex chasing them. And to me, that was just, I was like, okay, that's awesome, because one, it's way better at world building to me, because you actually see what's going on. And then two, when did they do that in a horror movie where it's like, oh, that's the thing that you should be terrified of, and it's like he's seeing it from a safe distance, so it's okay right now.
I love when they do that in like video games.
Yeah.
Where you like see the threat and then it like goes off and then you're like,
You're like, That's what I'm up against.
I don't wanna, that's what they do all the time in the original Subnautica, and that game is so good.
Subnautica just like sprinkled
It was so good.
threats
No,
everywhere.
literally, and then they were like, have fun.
Yeah, well, a lot of it was text too, because you'd go into a certain area and the little narrator would be like, there are multiple
Leviathan class
yeah.
organisms in this environment. Are you sure what you're looking for is worth it?
Yeah, and you're just like, oh, you're like, is it? I like the story, but I don't want to keep going.
I don't care people who talk about how inaccurate. It's so overdone talking about how inaccurate dinosaurs in media are. I don't care. They look cool.
Well, okay, here's also the thing. Nobody knows.
Right?
Like-
No, literally, that's also the other thing. Yes, they were covered in feathers. Yes, I know. Yes, Spinosaurus looks more accurate in this way. And I love the, like, accurate representations, too. I don't hate them.
Yeah.
But then people are like, actually, it's like, okay. So
you're like, it didn't ruin the movie for
hot
me.
guys also don't look like that. That's CGI.
What?
They don't have 13 packs, okay? Like, things are digitally, and like, nothing
I'm
looks
trying to think of a movie where they did that.
like, you know what I'm trying to say? Everyone's like digitally enhanced. Like, no one's that beautiful.
There's a pretty...
So it doesn't matter.
That's okay. That's like one of the times where...
Dinosaurs weren't that slay. They didn't look that...
No, I was going to say off the people thing. You say that, and then every now and then you're like at a store, or you go to like a restaurant and there's like a waiter or like a random person in a bar, and you're like, oh my God, that person was beautiful.
I never have done that in my life.
Really?
Yep.
That happens. Usually it's just Hillary though.
I have... Aww. Oh, you mean like...
She says.
I was like, hold on.
No, I'm kidding.
I hate when people, I'm like so sick of people being like, this is so inaccurate. But I love all the designs of the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I love every single one of them.
I think they're good.
They all look good. They all are
cool. I think
cool.
as long as I understand that it's a dinosaur, I'm cool with it.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. Because you can't, it's hard to go wrong with a good dinosaur plot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have one final question
Hit me with
in our
it.
last minutes. What and how many dinosaurs do you think it would take for you to take over a small town? Like, what type of dinosaur and
Okay.
how many of them? You only get one type of dinosaur.
Okay. Well, from like pop culture standpoint, if I pick a T-Rex and I have one,
Mhm.
everyone's gonna like lose it. Everyone's gonna poop their pants.
Everyone's going to shoot it.
Oh.
Everyone's going to come out with their guns.
Are we talking like rural town where everyone has guns, or like...
I was just imagining like some random small
Okay,
town.
if I had like 5 Ankylosaurus, I could do it.
Which one are they?
They're the ones with the club tails because they have the
Yeah.
armor plates. You have to shoot them in like the eyes or something to kill them or to prevent
Yeah, but I
them
feel
from
like if
taking
you see
over.
someone rolling up with the little posse of Ankies, then I wouldn't be as
They're
intimidated.
huge.
I wouldn't be as intimidated if someone came in with like, let's say 5 T-Rexes. I'd be like,
You shoot the T-Rex, it gets shot, it dies.
You
Their
die.
bones are hollow. Literally, like, you do anything.
you just
Birds
vibrate them
are-
hard enough. and
No,
you fall
literally,
apart.
birds are so fragile. Like, you do anything. Whenever they're like, a Stegosaurus tail could crack a femur of a T-Rex, I'm like, yeah, no kidding, they're hollow.
Wait, is an Ankylosaurus a dinosaur?
Yes.
But it doesn't
Think
have.
about
But
it.
it doesn't have hollow bones.
It does?
An Ankylosaur?
I think all dinosaurs had hollow bones.
Oh,
Because they're related to birds.
well, yeah, but
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, some.
Some.
It says some.
there's like a select group of Ankylosaurus that didn't.
Those ones. I want those ones.
I want those ones. Those are the tough ones. God, I wish dinosaurs were still around. Do you know how cool that would be? I would love it if we became a spacefaring species and we went to a random planet and there was like, it's like dinosaurs.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
I mean, we have really cool stuff on Earth right now.
yeah, but
Like
it's not-
alligators and sharks and stuff that haven't
What
changed
are
for
they?
billions of years.
That's what they're old.
Okay.
They've been around for that long from that cool era.
A shark is a marine. That's a fish, my guy. That's not
Yeah.
even a marine reptile. That's a fish.
They've been around since
It's a
that time.
prehistoric fish, not
Been
a
around.
dinosaur.
Been around since that time.
Alligators are reptiles.
Yeah.
Prehistoric reptile, not a dinosaur.
No, but I'm saying they're from that time period.
Right. Well, not like as are.
No, they've changed a
They've
little
shrinked
bit.
a little.
Yeah.
Shrunk? they've shrunk a little.
They digress.
I don't know. When you get to like big animals, that's just a very interesting.
It is. It's a cool niche. It's like why like elephants are cool.
Or like whales and stuff. It's like so big.
Yeah, that's definitely.
You know what animal is like? We've already talked about this. What animal is like so much bigger than you expect it to be is a wolf.
Yeah, we talked about
and
this
a moose
last time.
as well. Those are like
moose are
so
massive.
much bigger than you think they are.
Yeah, because you see a deer, and you're like, oh, okay.
Oh, a deer. It's like 5'4".
Yeah, and you're like,
whatever.
oh, an elk is a little bigger than a deer,
Yeah.
and then a moose is a little bigger than an elk.
Nope.
And it's like, no, it's like
Like 10 feet tall, like 11 feet.
That's not, oh, deer times 2. That's like deer to the second power.
No, literally exponent 2 deer. Oh, man.
But I think that's all we have time for today.
Lots of tangents, but boy, were they good ones.
What are we talking about next week? Do we know
I don't know. We might do Dinosaurs Part 2, depending.
I would love to do Dinosaurs Part 2.
Depending.
We could do sea dinosaur.
Okay. Marine reptiles, prehistoric. Sure.
Okay. Well, in that case, we'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.